Welcome to another episode of Till the Dirt.
Welcome to Winter Wonderland. It's so
This is
cold.
the Shahs of Sunset rewatch. That's because you're so hot.
What were you
Where
talking about? I overheard you doing your Zoom today. You were Team Reza.
This is where we do our rewatch of old episodes of Shahs. We're doing
Take off my
season
bra.
4, episode 4.
That feels
And it was a lot of fun. I did it with one of my buddies, one of our dirty dudes.
You know what I remember
as
that
I
I
say, those are the dirties that the husbands of the wives that listen to. The fuck is so funny?
the husbands of the wives.
The husbands of the wives.
You just did the husbands.
You realize that there's a clip of you talking about your mother as your father's wife.
No, I
Yeah.
said my father. Yes,
yeah.
because it's a disassociation,
Yeah.
disapproval.
Oh, okay.
People do that all the time. They'll say,
All the time.
"That's your kid."
That is your kid.
Right?
That
I'm
is
like,
your
that's
kid.
the lady that you decided to marry and have a kid with. All right?
So,
I'm not claiming her.
Before we get into the episode and some of your amnesic viewpoints,
I'm very
we should take care of some dirty business. My wife, because we're constantly, we want to give you guys more content, and it's difficult because sometimes the stars don't align. But my wife, using that, beautiful melon of hers, she came up with a fantastic idea where we're now going to be releasing we're at 255 episodes, so we got a lot of content. So we're going to be releasing best of episodes every week. Just a few different clips that are our favorites from some of past episodes that hopefully will scratch that dirty itch that you might have throughout the course of the week. It's also something that I could do. I could do 3 or 4 episodes when I sit down and actually take the time to clip them and edit an episode. I could do a few at once so that hopefully we'll always have content. So like last week when we missed an episode, that shouldn't happen in theory.
You remember when the meme bra off was like the best thing ever? It was like I've never seen or felt more heard.
Yeah, I definitely remember that meme for sure.
Yeah, it was like shoes off, bra off, Netflix and no bra, that kind of thing.
Absolutely.
That was so nice.
Yeah, it's great. What a time to be alive that time.
My incisions from my breast reduction, they itch because they're still brand new, and you have to really keep them lubricated.
Stay back, fellas.
And then
She's so lying.
the other thing I wanted to tell you was you were Team Reza. Whoever you had on this time, I liked him. I heard 3 words, but I want him to be a series regular.
We did one already. We're buddies now. He and I are friends.
Shout out, please come back. We liked you. And then I liked also hearing about, hold on, this is Toya. Sorry. She doesn't like to be excluded from podcast episodes. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yes, the third co-host.
Go ahead. Toya.
All right. F that broad. So let me ask you this.
What's
In this
the episode about?
It's Adam's 30th birthday party is the main point of the episode. Gigi's on the cusp of she goes around, she sprinkles like napalm everybody to let everybody know that Mike tried to fuck her in Turkey. And you've actually kind of been like, yo, this isn't the time and place to drop this. But before we get to that, the listing that Mike's had was a nice listing. Was that his listing or was that like a buddy of his?
I'm sure he was full of shit.
Okay. But the realtor that came on, you looked at me like you have no recollection of the scene. So I doubt you're going to remember that realtor. But he presented himself like he was a big shot in LA. And I'm just curious because my wife is very much on the cusp of being considered a real estate big shot in LA.
What did the house look like?
It was in Encino. It was nice. There was a pool. It was nice. It was definitely a nice house, but it was like purple walls. He called it a singles place.
A bachelor pad.
A bachelor pad. There was the double bedroom was really just one man's bedroom. One was for his shoes. The other was for his clothes. I'm just trying to sprinkle things to maybe even help you remember. But
what was the realtor's name?
Jojo Suckjob, I think was his name. I have no memory.
I don't know.
It didn't say what firm he was with either. It just said that they were now Mike was at a boutique firm, and this was another, like this guy was his liaison to the Saudis were apparently coming, and they said that they would buy, the realtor made the joke that they buy this type of house for their maids when they come here. And Mike got kind of kicked in the nuts with that, which was funny.
Mike does not like to work. He doesn't like to work. He was, there are men in this world that were created for certain things. And Mike and work couldn't be too further away from.
He just keeps dropping classy. This is classy. This is classy.
That's his one of his only words that he knows in his whole entire vocabulary.
Oh man,
and I love that he
didn't
Mike. Know better than to look at me with hunched over. Yeah. And I'm not surprised that he didn't know better than to be like, classy is not something that classy. Like, don't ever use classy if you're trying to express that something is prestigious and classy.
You don't have to say it's classy.
You don't say classy. Yeah. You don't say that.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay.
What else happened?
You canoodle with your new love.
Oh yeah, I heard you saying
this
that
is your new love.
You fell on a grenade to marry me.
No, it was a joke. But
yeah.
Also
for Charlie the dog walker.
I heard you also say that when I'm in love, I cook for him. And you haven't cooked for me in 10 years.
So, did I cook for him?
Yeah.
I think
you used
my mom did.
No, you cooked for him. You used your go-to French toast. That gets.
Are you sure?
Yes, you feed him. You feed him French toast.
That's
it's so hot. It's so hot. That's how Mama gets the spiders into her web. She feeds them French toast. You could have replaced me with him. I've sat there and got fed French toast too. Yeah.
Now, that might be cringier than my wedding.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That might be.
Yeah, she might adopt it, folks.
Because he's not attractive at all. And I think that if he was good looking and if he wasn't such a weasel and if he wasn't such a liar and if he had more hair.
You just said three things now, but during the show, there was the trifecta. It was, I don't remember. I wrote it down, though. It was, charming, entertaining. Like, it was the trifecta. And I felt for you.
You know why? Because when when I was dating guys.
You want to do that again without yawning like that?
Oh, because you know why? Because when I was dating, I was so happy with myself and I was so in like a good place personally that it was easy to fall for someone that didn't have a lot going for him. You could find when you're dumb and inexperienced, which I was very, you could find like one suitable quality about a person and then think that that's the whole shebang and then just be like, yeah, but like, thank God it didn't last that long. I didn't keep him around that long. It did seem like timing wise.
Well, within the scope of TV, it seems like it's a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very unfortunate. Because also season 1, I broke up with the octopus before season 1. Remember the octopus?
Yes.
He was too possessive and all kinds of things for me to be like.
Was that stunt double Drake?
You mean fake Drake?
Yeah. Was that like,
I never was really with him.
Drake with the extra, Drake squared?
No.
Second power?
No.
Short bus Drake?
What I'm saying is that I think season season 1, I didn't have a boyfriend, but
Well,
season
Sammy's
2.
trying to set you up. Yeah, that's, I think, season 2. When you went running from the guy that fucking was mauling you.
And then season 2, I think they tried to set me up with fake Drake. And then season 3, nothing, right?
Yes. No, yeah, season 3, nothing. And then season 4, you have Charlie. But you also took the other guy that you showed the house to, came to see you for the, what do you call it?
Fake Drake?
No, the staycation that you guys had. No, the guy that you showed a place to, the Persian guy, that they, made it seem like there was chemistry between you two.
I don't remember anyone.
I don't remember his name, but there was that as well.
Staycation? No, I didn't have anybody.
I'm just telling you, watch the show, man. You're in it.
No.
You're in it.
I'm good.
Okay. Well, with that, I think that...
welcome to winter. I mean, are we talking about life, or are we keeping that for the next pod?
We can keep that for the next pod. We got all the juicy stuff. Oh, before we get out of here, maybe you could settle this argument or this conundrum in my head. Like, Gigi's father sits down with her and gives her some amazing advice. Like, real profound stuff. What went on in that house, dude? Like, what could have happened? The father's like he's like talking to the Dalai Lama, and fucking the mother's real quiet too. I don't get where they fly off at and it's both of them. It's not just Gigi. They both like could be explosive. I don't know where that comes from. Like, if you go back to my house, like you can see where I can see why he goes from 0 to 100. I get it. I don't know where that comes from with Gigi. Where does that come from? Do you have any thoughts? All right.
No.
Okay, folks, you heard that. Without further ado, we'll jump into this week's episode. And I think you guys will like it a lot. All right. Welcome to another episode of Till the Dirt. This is the Shahs of Sunset rewatch. It's been a minute. I've been busy, and I had a couple of people that were supposed to do it and then flaked. So it's been a while. I actually had to go back and watch. That's why I was a little late sitting down with my co-host today, because I had to watch the episode before this most recent episode too, just to get a kind of idea of what's been going on in the season. But without further ado, I have a great dirty. He's actually a dirty dude, is what I like to call him. Those are the husbands of the wives that listen to the pod, and all our Bravo watchers as well. Introduce yourself, my guy.
I go by Geebee Baranski. I'm from a little town of Slingerland, New York, right outside of Albany, the capital. That's my story.
Riveting stuff. He's back. This is your second go around, right? We did one last season
my second one. Yeah.
All right. So I try to get you one back with a little bit more juice. This one, there's juice coming. You can tell. Yeah. Like there's a freight train coming. This one was cool. It was an entertaining episode. We start off with Gigi and Reza going shopping.
Yeah.
They got to get it, like it's a Persian custom, I think, that they think your house or their house is better than yours just because they have decorative pillows. Like if you walk into any Persian house, bro, it's like walking into Genie's lamp from I Dream of Genie.
Yeah.
There's fucking pillows everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, those things are expensive too, dude.
That's right what they went for.
Oh, well, yeah. No, my wife has them stacked up in the living room, dude. They love them. I know they love them, and they're pricey, man. Those shits ain't cheap.
Oh, I bet.
She does not like the way that she's being questioned, and it's funny because I didn't see anything wrong with the way Reza asked her, but when she said what she said, I can understand how she sees it that way. But that's a tough way to go through life because you're always kind of seeing it where someone's trying to do you dirty.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Darth Vader's like that a lot too. Like I sided with. At first, Reza just seemed like, he was being inquisitive, whatever. I want to support you. This
Yeah.
because they are friends, right? So
Yeah.
if I'm gonna throw down a gauntlet, I want to be on your side 100%. So before I do that, just want to make sure that and her mind's like, well, I already told you. So what are you saying? I was lying then?
Yeah.
So I get it from both sides, but like I said, it's just unfortunate because I think she sees the world that way. Well, she definitely sees these people. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Oh
Like
yeah.
that they don't have their best interests, and someone's kind of always up to something.
Oh
That's
yeah.
the way I took her response.
Yeah. Yeah. I took it that way too. Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
And from there we go and see Mike working. He's doing his real estate gig.
Oh yeah.
I gotta ask my wife. I don't know if that was like his real listing because that's a nice listing, dude.
Yeah. Oh
That's
yeah.
a nice listing.
Yeah.
But Mike does have friends. He got friends with money. I could see one of them's giving him a shot and saying,
Yeah.
"No, see what you could do." Especially if you're going to put it on the show, maybe it
Yeah.
sells quicker.
Yeah.
But that
Yeah.
can be it too because there's a lag. Like there's a lag between when they film and when it comes on, and that's a long time for your house to be sitting on the market if that's what your expectation is.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. It was funny because he kept saying everything was classy.
that's a good
Classy.
idea, dude.
Oh my God,
Mike likes everything classy.
we got some purple fur here, classy. We got some fake faux pas alligator skin
classy
in the bathroom, classy.
classy. Skid marks in the toilet, classy. Yeah, everything was classy.
Yeah, and it was funny too when the guy, the other agent.
We're gonna say the same thing. The maid.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is this is the house they bought for their maids.
They bought for their maids and their servants. And Mike's like, okay. That took the wind out of his sails.
Yeah, but I think I give that real estate agent credit because I don't think that was true either. I think he presented himself. Like if I'm going to be on this show for fucking 5 minutes, I'm going to present myself as being like the biggest realtor there is.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean?
Well, we got Shahs coming in, we got this one coming in. What this and then he bought five. We spent $70 million on property.
Again, I got to ask my wife. She knows better than me whether or not that guy really is who he is.
Yeah.
Or how he tried to make him sound. But that was really funny when he told.
Yeah, that was funny.
Buy this for their maids. Oh, Mike really did look like he got kicked in his nuts when he said it too.
Yeah.
Then we get Reza, Asa, and MJ. My favorite is when I wrote it down. MJ, she cooked for me when we met. Oh. She hasn't cooked for me since.
Oh my God!
Tells me when I'm in love, I cook.
And I'm looking at. I have MJ cooks ?
Yeah. I'm in love when I cook. That explains a lot. She hasn't cooked for me in fucking 10 years, dude.
That's fucking funny. Oh my God.
I can't imagine how my wife was in school because like now when we with Shams, like she wants them to be a certain way, but like she's like a spoiled brat. In a lot of ways, she's gotten so much better recently. But like watching her on this, that's like, she's gonna do the exact opposite of the thing that you ask her. Can you please not do that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like I don't know, whatever triggers her in her head, she's gonna do the other thing in front of you too. Like you're like, no, don't do that. And she'll keep going in.
So again,
it's crazy.
I had down MJ cooks. I wrote underneath it, MJ Brady.
Yeah.
Oh my God, she came off like, give me that.
You can be a producer for the show. That's great show notes.
Give me that. I want that.
Can I have it? Can I have it? Can I have it? Can I have it? Can I have it?
That's funny.
And then they show her with doing push-ups, which is amazing, and she with Charlie. This poor guy, he's a sensitive, affectionate, and loving. She really hit the trifecta. I don't know what happened.
What the fuck happened?
Yeah, she dropped the ball with this guy, man. They really seem like they would live happily ever after. I feel bad, man.
It was funny. She did like 4 or 5 push-ups, and then she said to Charlie,
I did 120.
I knocked down 20.
No, she said 120. Yeah, watch it again. She said I just
I
did a.
gotta see
She
that.
she rubbing her arms. I just did 120 push-ups. All right, Napoleon Dynamite. Yeah.
Yup.
Oh man.
That's
Yeah.
fucking
So that was
hilarious.
great. That was great.
Hilarious.
Yeah, like I said, poor Charlie. Cheers to Charlie, wherever you are, man. Sorry.
Oh my God, yeah.
I
Cheers
fell
to
on that
Charlie.
grenade for you, buddy. uh, Reza and Adam. And then we see them with real estate. Adam just sounds like he wants his voice to be heard. It sounds like whatever
Oh,
Reza suggests,
100%.
Adam wants the other side just
Yeah.
because he feels like he probably gets steamrolled a lot. And I'm
Yep.
sure with the cameras there, and makes him more emboldened to not look like he's just being a pushover. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But
Yeah.
I'm on Rez's team here, dude. If the mom's gonna pay for it, we could get married at
Fuck
the
yeah.
Four
Let's
Seasons,
go.
the Motel
Let's
8,
go.
wherever the fuck you want
Fuck
to go,
yeah.
bro.
Oh my
Wherever
God.
the fuck you want to go.
Oh, hell
I'm
yeah.
you know, if you're paying, wherever you go, I'm
Wherever
there.
you want. Yeah.
Wherever you
Oh my
want.
God, yeah. Yeah.
Gigi and a father. He was a large investor. I love when she says that. He was a large
Yeah.
investor, like there was board meeting, and you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And he's so funny. He just sits there. He's very calm. And he's like this knowledgeable
I saw the note,
philosopher.
dude. I fucking saw the note. I don't understand it. Like he dropped I wrote it down. Each failure is a lesson for future success. That sounds like a fucking fortune cookie, but it's brilliant. And can you
Yeah.
imagine? Like, and then he dropped like 3 or 4 other gems. This guy's walking around their whole life in their house dropping gems. What the fuck happened to these two, dude? Like, I don't understand what happened.
Yeah.
I'm looking at this guy like, wow. And it's
Yeah.
not, you know, like some people are fucking giving you profound words of advice, but they're fucking Oscar the Grouch living in a trash can.
Right,
You know what I
right,
mean?
right.
This guy's really made a nice life for himself. He's
Yeah.
like a
Oh,
famous
yeah.
architect.
Yeah.
Listen, man. Listen to what the
Listen
fucking
to
guy
what the
is
hell
saying.
he's got to say. If anybody's going to give you,
No.
good advice,
Yeah.
I'm not.
No.
This guy,
And it's
I'm
your
listening
dad.
to this guy.
It's your dad. Yeah, for real. Like, I want to come over and hang out and listen to your father talk for a little
Like,
bit.
put some knowledge on me. Give
Yeah.
me something.
Fuck, but these two brats can't, like, and I'm
Can't do it.
including Layla in it too, dude. The two of them,
They
both,
just can't do it.
you should think that they would come out with more, you know, just a better way of thinking. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like you said, he's so calm and chill. The
Yeah.
mom is too. Why they're so ready to go off the hook?
Just go off. They're like, yeah.
I go from 0 to 100 real quick, but I promise you, if you went into the house that I'm not talking about my mom before she died. I mean, after she died, but I moved my grandmother like that house, the uncle. Trust me when I tell you, dude, it would you get it. You'd get it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah.
If you go a fly on the wall in this house, where'd it come from? Where does this like propensity for them to fly off the handle come from? This guy's fucking chill as hell. Like I said, he's like sitting with Buddha. You know what I mean? He's gonna give you some life knowledge, give you some tips.
Oh my God,
You're
yeah.
walk away there, you're gonna fucking feel like
You feel like $1 million,
Yeah,
and they're
man, what
fucking
the
ready
fuck?
to rage.
But these two girls are acting like maniacs.
Yeah.
But then we go see Asa going to buy a car. She should be selling the cars because she's sucking like a used car salesman, dude. Like I can't with fucking this girl, dude. You know, I guarantee you that since this show has been on or that episode has aired, she's bought another car. And I guarantee you, she did not show up there and do the sage nonsense.
Oh, I'm sure not. No.
You know what I mean?
No.
You know, there's an element of TV, and I get it. You know what I'm saying? But there's also an element of being just completely disingenuous. Like her mother's looking at her like, "What are you doing, dude?" Like, that's, you know, it's just
even the car salesman, he was like,
"What are we doing, dude?
What the fuck are we doing here? You know, you gonna buy this fucking thing or not?"
And not just like again, this. You know, her whole thing since she's come on is that she's like, you know, how rough she's had it and it's been persecuted. Like, none of it's real, dude. You know what I mean? Like,
it doesn't seem like it. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it.
It's like the thing with the She did the same shit with the diamond, dude. And what happened when
Yeah.
she found out that, oh, this is the perfect diamond? And the guy's like, yeah, it's like 60 grand. She's like, oh, that diamond's not the perfect one. What is this diamond? You know, it's Miss Cleo, dude. It's Miss
Yeah.
Cleo, 29.99. You know, that's all I think of when I see her is that she's fucking, and I gotta say this would cause me a real problem in the world if she heard it. I love Asa's mom. Asa's mom cracks me up, dude. And the way she
Oh
looks
yeah.
at
Oh
Asa
yeah.
sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love her. If Darth Vader heard that, she might poison me.
Really?
If she found out that, because for whatever reason, she does not like Asa's mom. I had this
I mean, do
conversation.
they ever like meet each other, get together, or
Never.
just they
Oh,
just
no, no.
never?
That's what the other part that Asa just fake to me, dude. She has no relationships with anybody that was on the cast. And
Okay.
nothing happened between any of the cast and her that would be so like, I'm not going to speak to these people
Well,
anymore.
I'm not going to talk then.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah, I see
Trust
what you're
me,
saying.
there's been other shit that's
Yeah.
happened amongst the cast that's been
Yeah.
way
Oh
worse.
yeah. Oh my
That if they're going
God.
to talk to each other again, nothing
Yeah.
like Asa's this, and I'm not saying be friends. I'm just saying like not even have any communication. These people were a part of your life. You lived in their
Yeah.
world for,
Oh
10
yeah.
years. You traveled around, you
Right.
did things
Right.
that,
Right. Right.
it's just,
Yeah.
it's an intimate connection that you're going to have with these people that you're
Yeah.
not going to have with any, there's a
Yeah.
connection that my wife will have with Mike that I'll never have with her. We
Yeah.
filmed, but you know what I'm saying? It's just something,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
it's,
It's like she used everybody just
yeah,
to get where she needed to go.
yeah, and again, cool. I just don't like when I still read people that are still fooled by it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That are still like, I loved Asa because she was so unique and she was so this. It's like, no, she was so full of shit. You know what
Oh
I
yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Now don't get me wrong, there's many a time she's a good character on the show because of this. We're talking about it. You know what I
Oh
mean? She's
yeah.
a good
Yeah.
character on TV, but that's what it is. I don't think anybody on this cast really knows the real Asa. I don't think Asa ever showed her real self. I
Okay.
think that she saw this as an opportunity to make her, life better, and she
Yeah.
took it, and I commend her for that.
Yeah. Hey,
Absolutely.
man,
That's
do
why
what you
you
got to
do these
do.
shows. You know what I mean? You don't
Yeah.
do
Do
these
what you got to
shows to
do.
be a fucking reality TV asshole that fucking just has fights with their friends their whole life. You
Yeah.
do it as a way to hopefully,
Oh yeah.
entertain people. At the
Yeah.
same point in time, make yourself a better version of yourself,
Yeah.
hopefully, because you can see yourself.
Yep.
And you do that to hopefully step up wherever you
Yeah.
are in life, that you can make a step.
You're gonna make a run with it. And that's
That's
yeah. Me and my wife, I ask her that all the time, and she says, yeah, they do it to they'll embarrass the shit out of themselves to move forward and
That's
to
what
get
it
their
should
name
be
out there.
for. That's
Yeah.
what it should be for. It shouldn't be just to
Yeah.
roll in the mud for fucking 7 years. And then
Yeah.
when the music stops, you have nothing going on
Yeah.
because you were just rolling in the mud the whole time.
Yeah. Let it
She
go,
had a
man.
plan.
Take advantage.
She had an eye on what she wanted, and she got there. And I respect the hell out of that.
Yeah. Oh
But
yeah.
I do not
100%.
respect being fake and phony when you're on reality television. You know what I'm saying? I just don't.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
like, if you're not
Yeah.
yourself, you know what I mean? Go be an
Yeah.
actress, dude. Go be an actress.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that's one of the reasons that I don't even reality TV is difficult for me because I'm me, dude, and it's hard be like when you're you all the time because sometimes I might say shit. It's like, ooh, maybe we should have
Yeah.
said that when there's cameras here. But what the fuck? I would have said it if there was no cameras here. You know
Exactly.
what I
Yeah,
mean?
you're
So like
true. You're very true on your for yourself. You're very
yeah, good or bad.
you know what I mean? Good or
That's good
bad,
or
you're
bad. I'm
yeah.
not. I'm not saying that I'm better. I'm just saying if
No.
you can be on reality TV, be yourself. And I don't feel like she
Yeah.
was ever herself.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
I get that.
like she
100%.
fucking drives off in her SL to where the refugee camp. Where you going? In your brand new Mercedes, dude. You know what I mean? Where you going? Where you going? You're like, where you going? You
Yeah.
fucking come on. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Back to
Crazy.
your apartment, your
Yeah, yeah. Go
condo,
see him fucking sell fruit by the side of the freeway. Like, oh,
you're
come on, dude. Let's take it down a notch, bro. Let's take it
that's
down.
that's funny.
And then we see Reza and Adam, and Reza's talking about the old married, like he feels like an old married couple. And I know just again, because living in the world, certain things. I know that they don't go through with the first marriage, like the first wedding, or like he backs out or whatever. And I've heard that one of the reasons that all went down was because of basically what he said right now, is that he was picturing his, like, he felt like, you know, they were already going to be, you know, in their 60s, the way they were living. You know what I mean? Like
Oh, yeah, yeah,
he still
yeah.
wanted to have some fun. And now, like, they're being an old married couple, where I like that. You know,
Yeah.
I know now, you know, and there was never a point, like, even from when we were married, there was never a point where it's like, I miss going out and doing.
Yeah.
I did that, dude. I
Oh,
did
yeah.
to the
Yeah.
hilt. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
one of my good friends was on the Lakers when they were winning titles, dude. I
Oh,
trust
yeah.
me when I tell you, I had as much fun as I'm gonna, like, you
Oh, I
can't
bet.
have more.
I bet.
There's
I
nothing
bet.
I like more now than sitting with the wife and fucking the
Yeah.
little guy and just all in the same bed. She
Yeah.
might be fucking watching her
Yeah.
Bravo, and he might be, you know,
Yep.
watching the YouTube, and maybe I'm looking at, but just that, like, where we don't have to go do anything.
Yeah.
We could just kind of be together. You know,
Yep.
I like that. So
Yeah. Yeah. I'm like that too. And I tell I've been married 30 years. So,
fuck, bro. Yeah, yeah.
it's hey, I'm Friday night. Hey, I'm gonna go out with the girls. Have fun.
See you later.
Saturday night,
See
I'm
you
going
later.
shopping, have
Yeah,
fun.
no, yeah, fuck, have fun.
Yeah. Yeah, have
Absolutely.
fun,
No, and you want, and I think, I mean, he'd have to tell you, and obviously, you know, I don't keep daily tabs, but I think Reza would tell you now that he's happy at this
Good.
point, at that part now. You know what I
Good.
mean?
Yeah.
Like, I think that he'd probably admit, I like that part of what it is now. I can't speak for him, but I would imagine that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then we got Adam's party, man. Adam's 30th. Persians and white geeks do mingle awesomely. Like, it's so true. It's so true. I've seen it. I've seen it with my own eyes. I'm not talking like uh, you know, white, like, it's hard to put it, like, blue collar. I'm talking white geeks, white nerds mingle well with Persians.
Really.
It's uncanny, dude. It's uncanny.
And they're totally two different.
Yeah, you did well
The
again.
Persians are loud and
Yeah,
and
but
then
the
the white geeks are
by and large successful.
yeah.
You know, they're especially the one. I'm not saying every person everywhere. I'm saying the
Yeah.
ones in this community that we're talking about, or the
Yeah.
ones that I've interacted with, or that I've seen in my own eyes.
Yep.
For the most part, are professionals. They got their shit together. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
the white geek and them, it's like a natural
It's a
mate.
natural
You know what
connection.
I mean? It's like a natural mate. You know, like a blue collar guy that fucking might have a gambling addiction his wife don't know about, or fucking he's popping Roxy's or whatever the fuck. Those guys, they don't mesh.
They're not melding.
They don't mesh as well. And, you know,
Yeah.
they mesh because Persians are very welcoming, amongst others.
Yeah.
They'll you know, kill their own young. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
They'll
Yeah.
murder their own kind, but they're
Yeah.
nice and welcoming to others.
To others. Yeah.
But yeah, then, you know, Asifa, you know, I thought this is going back to when she was getting ready for fucking the party. What was she wearing, bro? Like, she was wearing lingerie, like with Gigi. It's just over the top, dude. It's
Yeah.
over the top.
Yeah. There's craziness going on there with the two of them.
And yeah, and then and that was some, because and then my wife, she's prepping Charlie for the event, which is great, because I remember her trying to do that with me. And again, that goes back to what I'm me, bro. Like, I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I'm not intimidated by any of them. You know, we'll
Yeah.
be
Oh
okay.
yeah.
You know, where he looked a little intimidated.
He did. He did. And she
Yeah.
told him,
Yeah.
pretty much pick the fifth if you need to.
Yeah.
You
But
know,
Reza was so right. The person that normally is the one that's asking those very uncomfortable questions, and I just met you, how could you be asking me that type of shit, is my wife. So, like, she can't
100%.
be
my God,
like, yo, back up, guys.
Yeah.
That's bro. Like, she's normally she's asked worse sooner. So yeah, he's kind of, you know, he's in for a rough night. Yeah, then oh yeah, so Asifa tells, or Gigi, now again, they're living together at this time.
Yeah.
I find it very odd, almost unbelievable, that Asifa did not tell Gigi at some point that Mike told her he was going to propose in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah. Oh,
I
yeah.
also find it odd that Gigi has not said to Asifa that Mike tried to fuck me in Turkey.
Oh, I agree 100%.
They're living
100%.
together. You know
You're
what I
living
mean?
together.
You're living
Yeah.
together.
Yeah.
You're on the same
Oh, yeah.
show.
Oh,
you
my
know what
God.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you only
Yeah.
have so many things to talk about in commonality. This would be one of
Exactly.
them.
Exactly.
I
agree with you 100% on that.
I could
one.
be wrong. Could be wrong, but
Uh,
I find that hard to believe.
Yeah. If I was in Atlantic City, I'd throw everything in my pocket on it. They both told each other.
And again, I think Gigi's looking at this as this would be good for the show.
Yeah.
Having me and Mike get into something will be good for the show. Like,
it'll carry out the rest of the season.
Yeah, be good drama. I'm not saying Mike didn't try to do that. I'm not saying that nothing went down. I'm not saying any of that. I'm saying it's a year later. And she's saying this in Adam's party. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, there's more. Like, again, if this was something that really bothered her to the extent that it's supposed to, I'm someone that this could go down off camera. If it's something that really bothers you to that, it's just like, fuck the cameras, bro. You tried to fuck me in Turkey.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Wait this long and you bring shit like that out. I don't feel like it bothers the person to the extent that they claim that it does.
Yeah.
Because you wouldn't have waited that long. You know
She's
what I
looking
mean?
for the drama. It's all
and listen, it's great for the show.
Drama.
Great for the show. But
great, I agree 100%. But I think I watched her, and I watched her a few episodes, a few past this, and I think I really think she's really fucking hates Mike, or she's in love with him.
Could be. You're talking about two sides of the same coin,
I watch. Dude. Every time they show Mike with Jessica, they show Gigi, and she's like, I've seen that look before.
But that's two things. That's also fantastic editing and production.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know if that look is really.
It could have never even happened at that point.
At that point in time, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, I see what you're saying.
But that's someone sitting in. But again, that's you being a smart producer. We already cut. That's you sitting on that side of the fence saying, I know what would be good for the audience. Let's make it look like Gigi's obsessed some way or another with Mike.
Either anger or love.
Yes. And it's easy to do if you cut it
and
correctly.
They got me.
Yeah, and again, I'm not even saying that didn't happen. You could be right. I'm just saying that's something you always have to be leery of because that's something that is very, very prevalent in reality television.
Yeah.
You know?
I get you. Yeah.
Yeah.
I never even thought of that.
And sometimes you got to know the sequence of events. You know what I mean? You don't even know when these things have been filmed.
Oh, I mean, yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? One thing could be filmed the first, like that could have been the first scene of the season, and one could be the last. And then when you watch it, it's reversed. You know what I'm saying? So
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah. So you just it's a mind fuck in a lot of ways, you know. But that's why the reunions are important because if you're right and that's a real thing. You know, that'll come out at reunion because she'll say some shit that'll be like, oh, so she did feel that way. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah,
or she'll say, listen, all season long, they made it look like I gave a fuck about Mike, but I didn't give a fuck about Mike.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
yeah.
You gotta be a little bit skeptical. That's why it's funny to watch this because, I just know a little bit more now being a part of it. And then, the hindsight aspect of, watching what I was on over again and realizing that wasn't really how that thing went down, dude. Or you know what I mean? Or like, I wasn't really that mad. Why are you making it look like I'm fucking pissed? Oh, because that wasn't even, that's not even what the face I made. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
So you just got to be a little bit leery, a little bit skeptical. But I agree with Asa. You can't go around telling everybody else and not tell Mike. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
And then expect
every Shah in the party knew what was happening.
And extras.
Mike and Jessica.
You know what I mean? And
extras.
Everybody knows now.
The film guy, the whoever. They all knew. And the two that were oblivious.
Bobby, all these extras know. They all knew. The main cast all knows, but Mike doesn't know. Now, it makes her look bad, too. Like, that looks like But I've said this and I maintain it. Gigi's great at flying off the handle and getting
Yeah.
fucking nuts.
Oh yeah.
Sitting down and being vulnerable and having an adult conversation about it, she is not good at. That's why she basically said, I'm hoping someone else will say something and I
Yeah.
don't have to be the one because the
Yeah.
someone else could say something. Now he's going to get mad and then she could blow up at him.
Right.
You know what I mean? And like, as opposed to just having a real conversation about it. But like you said, maybe there's other feelings there that it might be difficult for her
Yeah.
to
Oh
have that
yeah.
conversation.
Yeah. So I got to ask you. I don't remember in this episode or not. MJ was the only one that didn't know.
No, they did
Am I
tell
right
her.
or wrong?
They
They did.
Remember, they came because they tell her, and she's saying, Gigi, girl, I love you, all this.
Oh, right.
Cannot
Okay.
drop this bombshell at this party.
You're right. Yeah,
You
you're
know,
right. Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah.
I think there's an element of amongst the ones that know. I'm not talking about who they told tonight, but of the ones that know or knew prior to, I think there's an element of them that really don't know if they believe Gigi. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
I
if
get
she's
yeah,
just
yeah,
saying
that was
this,
yeah.
and if you're just saying this to be sensational on TV, great, kudos. That's part of our job. But
Yeah.
let's not do that here tonight. Let's do it at the next event or the next. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like, let's
yeah.
not ruin Adam's birthday.
Adamsburg.
Do
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
We could do this later. Because
Right,
I
right.
think a lot of them, but I think that's also why Gigi's pissed. Because it's like none of you guys are taking me seriously. And he did try to fuck me in Turkey. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? But
Yeah.
it's hard when you wait a year. It's hard when you wait a year.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm sure there'll be women
Yeah.
out there who'll tell me, you don't know what it's like. You know what I'm saying? Maybe she
Yeah.
didn't see Mike because when they're not filming, she might not have seen him.
She might never
You
see
know?
him. Yeah.
And then you
Yeah.
have to see the guy, and now he's in your face, and
Yeah.
everybody's looking at how happy he is with Jessica, and he's
Yeah.
looking like he's all having a good time, and maybe so we
Yeah.
don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. Yeah, we don't know. We don't know. Yeah.
As men, we don't have uteruses and vaginas, so we do not know. We do not know. But with
Yeah.
that, I want to
Well,
thank you.
there's one plus about the whole episode. Bobby didn't get into a fight.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to cut
He
you
didn't have
off.
to call a
but
cop. He
He
didn't have to call the cop.
cop. He didn't have to
call
worry
a
about
cop.
pressing charges.
Crazy.
No fist thrown.
Oh, fucking thank God. Thank God. No veneers busted. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right.
Yeah. The
That's
Beverly
fun.
Hills Persian dentistry are would be pissed
Yeah.
because, all the business they missed out on.
Knock your fucking veneers out.
Yeah. Oh, with that, buddy, this is great, man.
Yeah, man. I
And
loved
hope
it.
you come
Thank
back
you.
and do
Thanks
another
for
one
having
with
me
me.
again. Oh, absolutely.
That's my
Absolutely.
favorite.
Love it. Love
All
it.
right, big guy.
All
You
right,
have a
man.
great rest of your night. Thank you
Yeah,
so
you
much.
too. You
And
too.
let's go Mets, man.
Yeah, let's go Mets, bro. I love it.
All right.